Hey guys, it is me, Kisame Unlimited, and today I'm talking about probably the most embarrassing, humiliating, horrible thing that has ever happened to me in Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you guys notice, I disabled the comments because I don't want to hear anything about it. I don't want to hear people ripping me to shreds in the comments. I don't want to hear people critiquing it or talking about it. I just want to make this video, get this out of my system, talk about it, and it will just be archived. That's it. Okay, so before I get into this, if you could like the video, it would be greatly appreciated. 400 likes would be the goal. I spent 4,600 something dollars on a Yu-Gi-Oh card, which is far gone. Now, the thing is, to make this story make sense is, for me, I was always a Yu-Gi-Oh match winner collector. I collected all the match winners up from Testament of the Arcane Lords all the way to the most recent one that they just made, which is the Link Amatu, well, I don't know his name. It's something of the Divine Peaks. I can't pronounce his name yet. I haven't had time to bond with him yet. So I said to myself, I heard that the newest replica match winner started, and that made me so happy. Knowing that they were going to start again with the replica match winners, I was so happy. However, the one thing about me as a Yu-Gi-Oh collector, I'm also going to be starting to do the Extremely Rare Cards edition again. I'm very happy being a collector in this game. That's one of the things that I feel like no matter how much Yu-Gi-Oh ages or whatever, I will always have a special place in my heart for Yu-Gi-Oh because I collect vintage things in this game. However, I work two jobs and I do very, very well putting money away. I like to splurge on on myself and get myself a couple little neat things here and there. But one thing that's always been on my bucket list, something I always wanted to do, was own an original match winner. One day, I was looking for the most recent replica match winner, and I bumped into Medio the Matchless, and he was on there for 4,600. And for the people that don't know this, Medio the Matchless is the first second place prize card ever to come out. He came out in 2004. That card is so fucking old. And on top of having, I'll just say this, to see a card like that is a one-of-a-kind thing. To see it, to own it, is on a completely different level in my eyes. Now, for me, bumping into it, because the match winners as time went on started to have different kind of looks where it's like the first place prize cards tend to always have a gold theme and the second place always have a silver theme. Mateo the Matchless, or Medio the Matchless, came out as the first one. He's like green. He's his own thing. And I saw him and I was like, I can't. Like, I was seeing a lot of people adding him to their watch list. I was nervous. And under impulse, I bought him. For the time that I in that zone, I bought Mateo the Matchless. I owned an original match winner. However, me being crazy and overthinking and having a lot of questions, because this would have been my first real physical ultra match winner, I wanted to know every little drip and drab about the card. I wanted better pictures. I wanted to see the back. I wanted to know every little detail this guy could tell me. However, one question blew up in my face because I went to him and I asked him to show me the front of the card and the back of the card. And the back of the card was in Japanese. Like, I think the Konami part on top was fine, but the bottom, where it has Yu-Gi-Oh! And Trading Card Game, that was in Japanese. However, I knew for a fact that a lot of the other match winners that were ultra rares came out completely in English, which confused me. I knew Pit Boss, I knew a lot of the more recent ones all had English backgrounds. I also heard from a friend of mine that has Queen of Fate Eternia that has her back in English. So seeing that card in Japanese threw me off and made me concerned. So I asked the guy I bought it from, and I'm like, can you just confirm to me why it's in Japanese? Can you just give me some information that I could just know that I have the legit 100% confirmed, please? The guy told me, I can't 100% guarantee it to you. It could be a replica. I'm not 100%. If I'm throwing close to $5,000, it better be fucking real. However, he said, if you want to back out, you can. I'll give you a refund. You get your money back. And I was like, I guess I'll get my money back. I mean, I'm not going to pay it if I can't guarantee it's real. So that's kind of what happened. I got my money back, and now I will never really know. I will never know if that Mateo the Matchless or Medio the Matchless was 100%. And the thing that really hurts me deep down inside is it could have been real. It could have really been the real one. And I let it slip through my fingers. And the money doesn't even bother me. If I was offered the same situation for almost any of the second place match winners, and that was what I paid for it, I would do it again in a heartbeat. I love them. I love them. It's something I always wanted. And I feel like I stand on YouTube as the only guy that's like, I have all the replica match winners. To not only say that I have them, but an original would classify me in so many people's eyes as that match winner guy. And the guy that's just like, that guy's like such a crazy collector, that's his rarest card. I want that. I want that so badly. And having that moment where I felt like I had that, I was so overjoyed and happy. And it was stripped from me. I mean, it's not the guy's fault. It's not my fault. It's just it just fell through. I told a few people about it, and people were saying, it just wasn't your time. Something will come up. You'll eventually get your hands on one, and I don't want to try to force it. One day, I'll have one, but I'm very embarrassed about that story for multiple reasons. Not knowing if it really was real and it slipped through my fingers, spending that much money. Remember, for me personally, the most I ever spent on a Yu-Gi-Oh card was Stardust Divinity. And Stardust Divinity I got for a really, really good price. I spent like $900 on Divinity. Divinity's $3,000 now. And I got Divinity for a great price. And I never spent over $1,000 for a card, but I want one. I really do. Because, I don't know, the idea of people winning them and just not giving a fuck and if I ever won something like that, not only would I be so proud of myself for getting that far in Worlds, but to own a piece of Yu-Gi-Oh history like that is just amazing. So, basically, this video is basically just me getting this off my chest. I mean, I don't regret it. I mean, I just wish that it all worked out for me. I wish that I could have said that was my match winner. I really wish that was the case, but, things don't happen the way we want to, so, I mean, more money for other cards, for the Extremely Rare Cards edition, I guess, but, I've been buying a few little things to, I don't know, knock me out of this funk. I ain't gonna lie, I was depressed for like a good 2-3 days from that. I was like so upset. I mean, last week I didn't even upload because of that. I was like so like in a rut. So yeah, I know Spidey's gonna judge me, and a lot of people would judge me on this video, but you like what you like. You buy what you buy. But you know what it is? I had a few people say, Anthony, that's a lot of money. And I said, listen, with how long it would take me to save up $5,000, it would probably take me about a half a year. So to save, $5,000 in half a year, but know in the back of my mind I would have a card like a second place match winner for the rest of my life, what would mean more? Busting my ass for 6 months or having that forever? And that's how I made my decision. And that's why I did what I did. So, yeah, I mean, I had, my boyfriend was very supportive about it. He was like, you work hard for your money. If you want it, go for it. And honestly, in that moment, that's what I needed to hear. And, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know you guys won't be able to comment and tell me anything, which is kind of what I want, like I don't want anyone to say anything to me. But like the video. And, yeah, thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys on Saturday. Have a good night.